So good morning everyone, this is the voice of Fadimi Sam of Young Babu Legacy. Yesterday we stopped at candlestick and a trend, so today we are moving to time frames. Now we all know what time frames is, but I'm going to shed more light about the beauty of time frames. Multi-time frame analysis, we are going to shed more light on multi-time frame, what the time frame is. Now the first thing I want you to note about time frame is that the higher the time frame, the stronger the structure, the stronger the confirmations. The higher the time frame, please let's make sure we mute our microphones. Please let's make sure we mute our microphones. It's for the best. Okay, so the first thing you have to know, time frames. The higher the time frame, the stronger the confirmations and structures. The higher the higher the confirmation and structure. Now what does this imply? Now this implies that this implies that if you are on the daily time frame and you are seeing confirmation for buys on the daily time frame, and you go to the lower when you're looking at the higher time frame and you are seeing a better picture, a better structure, a better confirmation, that confirmation is stronger than the 4 hours time frame, the 1 hour time frame, the 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so people that are entering, they are going to be convincing me. Okay, so as I was saying, I said when the higher the time frame, the stronger the confirmations and the structures. Now when you are on the daily time frame, when you see confirmation or you see a structure, whether a resistance or a support on the daily time frame, those areas are strong zones. When you get to the lower time frame, the zones on the lower time frame are very weak. Price can break them anyhow, anytime. But when you see zones on the higher time frame, on the 4 hours, on the daily time frame, as the scalpers, those zones are major zones to you. Those zones are zones you want to be careful of. Those zones are zones you want to take notes. Those zones are zones you want to use as opportunity to take trade, because you know that the higher time frame zones are very strong. The higher time frame zones are the higher time frame confirmations are very strong confirmations. So the idea of higher time frame, now let me talk about the candlestick on higher time frame and lower time frame. Now let me tell you. Now let's say on the daily time frame we have a candlestick like this. Now because a lot of people don't know how to interpret it. Now let's see. How would I want to put it to? How would I want to put it to? I'm coming. Okay, I've got. Okay, let's say we have a resistance here. On the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame. Let's say we have a resistance, we have a support here. No, don't let me go with this. Okay, so now let's say on the daily time frame we have a candle like this. On the daily time frame we have a red candle like this, red candle. So we have a red candle like this on the daily time frame. So let's say on the daily time frame we have a candle like this on the daily time frame. Now let me put it there, daily. So this is the candlestick we have on the daily time frame. This is the candlestick frame. Now you have to be able to picture that, okay, if this is what we have on the daily time frame here, please let me accept people a little bit so that I don't confuse. Okay, if this is what we have on the daily time frame, you have to be, as a scalper that know how to read candle, you have to be able to picture what you are going to have on the 4 hours without looking at it. You have to be able to picture without even looking at the 4 hours. Now if you have this on the daily time frame, now this is probably what we will have on the 4 hours. Okay, this is a red candle now. Okay, this is a red candle, so this is a red candle, so we are going to have this is a red candle, so we are going to have someone said they can't see my screen. Please, can you guys see my screen? Please, if you can see my screen, just type yes. If you can see my screen, just type yes. Please type yes if you can see what I have on the screen now. The daily time I have on the screen now. If you can see, please type yes. Okay, Mr. Skate Jerusalem, is your network that is causing that. Work on your network. Work on your network. Okay, so as I was saying, if we have this on the daily, on the 1 hour, on the 4 hours, we are going to have something like this. It might not be exactly like this, but this is what we are going to have. Like something like this is what we are going to have. Okay, we can have it like this. Then I think the next one will be green candle. So we have a green candle all the way. Okay. So okay. So this should be a green candle. Please mute your microphones. Do every one of us that favor of muting your microphone. My mouse is not working well. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. So okay, wait oh. Okay, yeah, this is where the body lies. No. This is not what we will have. This is not what we will have. If this is a red candle, no, this is not what we will have. If this is a red candle, this is not what we will have. This is not what we will have. Okay. If how many? Okay, a daily candle. Remember, okay, yeah, it's okay. For hand, this is where I'm missing it. Remember, one daily candle is equals to 4 hours candle. This is where I mean 4 on the 4 HR is equals to 4. Where is the times? Okay. Yeah, the daily time frame is 4 hours candle. I mean no, 6 4 hours candle rather. 6 times 4, that's 24. Yeah, 6 4 hours candle. Okay, so we are still good. We are good to go here. Okay, 6 4 hours candle. So we have 3 here. Okay, we have 3 now. So I'm sorry I've not been recording since, so I've just started recording now. So now, as I was saying, I said now we have consolidation here. Now since we have consolidation here, it is very bad for you to take any trade in this box inside this consolidation area, because if this place has consolidated before, there is high probability that it will keep consolidating. It might consolidate in the future, and you don't want to be trapped inside the consolidation. That's what the craziest thing that can happen to the scalper, being trapped inside the consolidation. That is one of the craziest things that can happen to a scalper. It can kill a scalper, because inside the consolidation there are everything inside the consolidation are traps. They are just traps. You just keep falling for the traps. But now, since you can be sure that okay, there's consolidation here, you want to stay out of this whole consolidation. Sure, you don't even want to do anything inside here. Now the only thing where you want to do something now is if we can break this resistance, we can break out of this consolidation, then create a retest and started going up. Then that's when you can start looking for opportunity to take what? To take a trade. Opportunity to take a trade. Now let me do another currency pair, which is Euro JPY. Yeah, Euro JPY too is good. Euro JPY, yes. I trade both before, but I just stopped trading Euro JPY because both of them they have the same. Sometimes they move the same way, sometimes they move differently. So when they move differently, it used to disturb me. I won't be able to trade because I don't want to be buying JPY and selling Euro JPY. So Euro JPY. I like Euro JPY too, yes. So from the daily time frame, that's where I start from. Okay. Okay, you can see price is in an uptrend as well, so fine. Price is in an uptrend. Okay. So we have an area here. We have a resistance here. Yeah, I think so. Let's see where price is going to. Okay. So I think this is the next idea. Then we have here. Okay, so you can see like that. So looking at this now, okay, price has even come there. So looking at this now, we are waiting for price to react around this area and start going up. But this, okay, let's see how many pips is this. Okay, this is still cool. So let's go to the 4 hours. On the 4 hours now, on the 4 hours, you are adjusting all your zones. You want to adjust all your zones to fit what is showing on the screen. Okay, so now look at this on the 4 hours. Look at what we have on the 4 hours. Let's adjust our zone. Yeah, on the 4 hours, look at what we have. This is a support zone on the 4 hours. Now, if this support holds, there's a probability you might be able to buy from all the way here to this area. Yeah. Okay, so let's look to that. Let's see what the 1 hour have for us. Okay, fine. Now that's good. Yeah, I think we have a trade. We are probably going to have it. Now look at this. This 1 hour candle will close in 3 minutes. Now, if this candle close bullish in 3 minutes, there is a probability the next candle will come up to this area at least. Now, wow, fine. I think we have a trade here. Yes, we have a trade here. There is very high probability that the next one is coming to this area. How many pips? Let's see. Yes, this is like 12 pips. It's very small, but for the sake of this class, nobody should take this live. This is just an explanation. Now, looking at the what? Looking at the what's it called? The 30 minutes. You can see this was the support zone. Price rejected it. Then we started an uptrend here. Okay, fine. So this 30 minutes will close in 2 minutes. So if it's closed, now I can take a buy here. I'm not taking. Nobody should take this, or unless you want to take on demo, you can probably take this. Yes, this should not be. This is just for the sake of explanation. Now looking at this, I can take this buy trade. Now, my stop loss will now be below the low of this candle. Now, did you get this idea now? Because I'm very sure that since this candle is trending up, they are going to trend to the nearest what? Resistance. So, and this is the nearest resistance. So I believe this will continue going up to this area. Then when it gets here, anything can then happen. But let's wait. Let's see how this candle closes in 1 hour, in 1 minute 40 seconds. Let's see how it closes. Someone said this chart look it. I don't know what HIT means. Look it, like I don't get. So let's see how this candle closes in 1 minute 18 seconds. So you can drop your question while we are waiting for this candle to close. This is an example of how I take my trades, how I look for my trades. Yeah, this will continue going down to this area. Head and shoulder. I don't know what head and shoulder is. That's just the main problem. A lot of people do say it. I don't know what head and shoulder is. I don't know. Information. I don't even know what information is. You guys knows a lot. You know. I don't know what head and shoulder, but I just know this will continue going up to this area. I don't know what head and shoulder really means for real. That's just my main problem. Now, when the candles get here, it's going to start sending back to this area. That's true. I don't know what head and shoulder is. I don't know what information is. What tool do I use to set stop loss and take profit? This is the tool. It's on your trading view. Just explore your trading view. This is the 2 year. This is the 2 year. Explore your trading view. Most of you, that's your problem. You want them to teach you virtually everything. Explore your trading view. No money for trading view. No, they collect money. Explore your trading view. Okay, so now you can take a buy and expect this candle to continue going up to this area. Yeah, to this zone. Yes. And expect it to continue going up to this zone. So that is that on analyzing and reading the candlestick to probably take a trade. Oh my lord, this one sound like trade with 2 years exactly. I don't get like. So now let me move to the next thing because this is not really what. Okay. Let me look at the outline. Okay. Okay. I think the next thing is break and retest. Talking about break and retest and fake breakout. Okay. The only time you have a fake breakout is when you don't wait for a retest. When you don't wait for a retest, you have a fake breakout. When you don't wait for a retest. When you don't wait for a retest, you have a fake breakout. I went to the 15 minutes to see if I should close this trade in loss or leave it to hit my stop loss. Yes. Because now when you look at the 15 minutes, what I can see here is we have a zone here. We have something like an hindrance around this area. So you can see we have like something like an hindrance around this area. Something like an hindrance around this area. And Ctrl Z. Now looking at the 15 minutes. Now look at the 15 minutes. When this candle were forming their trend, this green candle that I was using as my confirmation on the 30 minutes has somehow break the trend of this 15 minutes, the uptrend of this 15 minutes. So if this candle should close red, if this 15 minute candle should close red, you should close your trade. You should close this trade, even if it is in loss. You have to close it. That's the mistake a lot of people don't make. People don't want to close trade in red. In trading, you have to close trade in red when they are not doing what you want them to do. There's no need of emotion. That's why you are risking 5%, 2%, 3% of your account. Because you have to close trade whenever you feel like they are not moving the way you want them to move. No emotions about it at all. Close the trade now. This trade hits the stop loss. Some will not even use the stop loss. You just have to close this trade like that. Looking at the 30 minutes, this trade has already broke the the low of the previous 30 minutes candle. Automatically, if this candle close red, it has formed the resistance here, and if it formed the resistance here, there is high probability here. we are going to be coming down to this area. We are going to be coming down to this zone. We are going to be coming down here. So let's see how this candle close. We might probably have another trade and be coming down to this area. This is what market fluidity is all about. You try the buy bias based on what you can read on the candle. And because I was not even noticing, this candle does not have a wick to the top. That is why this candle is going to close red 100%. It's going to close red 100%. If this candle is closing red 100%, then the next candle will continue going down to this area. To this area. So this is a resistance now. This is a resistance. There's a resistance here now. This is a resistance. Let's see how this candle close. So as I was saying, I said the only time you have a fake breakout is when you don't wait for a retest. Now this is the structure of the market. Remove our diagram. Let's say we have a resistance here. Let's say we have a support here. Let's say we just have zones. They are just zones. These are just zones. They don't have a name yet. These are just zones. We don't know whether they are support or resistance. So now let's say we have price coming. We have this is price coming here. Immediately price break this and price come back to this. This become what? A resistance. Then price come down here, reject it. This become a support. Then price come down here again, reject it. This also become a support. Then price broke this, retest it, it become a resistance. This previous support become a resistance. Price move down, reject it, this become a support, break it again, this become what? A resistance. Then price come here, reject it again. Then price break here, this become what? A support. Price started going up, this become a resistance because price is rejecting it. This become a resistance as well. And then price broke it again. Okay, now yes, let's look at this. This is the way the market moves. Now this zone here, price use this zone as resistance here. It used this zone as support here, as resistance here, support here, support here, support here, support here, support here. Yeah, this is resistance because this is resistance, this is resistance, this is resistance, this is resistance. Now the only time you have a fake breakout is when you don't wait for a retest. It's only when you don't wait for a retest that you have a fake breakout. Now okay, so now look at this. Let's see. Let's see, we have price moving. Let's see price break out from here. Now let's say no, this one is not even breakout. Okay, let's see price. Let's see price. Okay, let's see price. Okay, let's see price break out from here. Now, immediately price break this support, some people will be like, it will continue selling. That is the first mistake you are going to make. It will continue selling is what is going to kill a lot of traders. There's nothing like it will continue selling. The only thing that is in the market is I'm selling because price is falling from a resistance. I'm buying because price is rejecting a support. There's nothing like price break a support, so it's going to start selling. No. The only thing that is in the market is price break. Price is selling from a resistance, so I'm selling. Or price is buying from a support, so I'm buying. Now, if price break a support and you are very eager to start selling because price broke a support, you have automatically wrong. You have given the market edge over you to play with your emotions, to take your money. Now, immediately price break a support, or let's say price break a support, let's say this is a support, so price break a support, The next thing you are waiting for as a trader is you are preparing ahead that, oh, as this price break this support, I believe that there's going to be, price is going to retest this broken support as resistance, because for me to sell I need a resistance. Without a resistance I cannot sell. So for you to sell, you have to make sure you have a resistance. You have to make sure there's a resistance before you take any sell trade. You have to make sure there is a support before you take any buy trade. Once these two things can make your trading go a long way. Once you make sure before you buy there is a support, before you sell there is a resistance. So we have this. This is the breakout. So this is the breakout. This is the retest. Then this is where you look for your confirmation to take your trade. This is your whole trade. Now let's say we have, okay, let's say price is coming like this. Now let's say price break this resistance. Now don't make that mistake of saying price break a resistance and I'm buying. No, price can break a resistance and just come back inside that resistance again. Yes, market does that a lot of times. The only thing that will give you assurance that if price break a resistance, it's not going to come back to that resistance for now, is once it can reject this resistance and use it what as support. Once you can retest it and use it as support for it to continue going up. This is the market pattern of the zone. This is the market pattern of support and resistance. This is the pattern that the support and resistance will always show you over and over again. Whenever you have a breakout, there must be a retest. Now the retest can now come in different form, because the retest that will happen on 4 hours daily time frame will be different from the retest that will happen on 1 hour time frame. The retest that will happen on daily time frame will be different from the retest that will happen on the 30 minutes time frame, on the 15 minutes time frame. The 15 minutes time frame retest, okay, you can see this candle already. You can see now. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys when I'm explaining candlestick. You can see when this candle come, it started coming down. Now the buyers were like, you know, say we are not going to agree. They started pushing up. Now immediately the buyers start pushing up. Now for you to now know the strength of the sellers is now how this candle close. How this candle close is now going to tell you if truly the sellers are in charge or they are just doing shakara. If this candle close with a big body, that will tell you that what the sellers are totally in charge of this market right now. But if this candle can close with a small body, that will tell you that what the sellers are very, very weak right now. Someone said, you add me to send a DM. I've posted the DM on my free Telegram group, and I've said everybody should go and get it. It's going to be there for 12 hours. After 12 hours, the link will not be there again. The Telegram of the video of yesterday is on my Telegram, free Telegram group. It's free. Just can you share more light on support and turn resistant and turn support. Okay. There is a zone to the left on Euro JPY. Yeah, probably yes. Boss, do you have like a YouTube channel for this video? Yes, there's a YouTube channel for it. Is there a candle trend? 2 candles are formed already and the next zone is not closed. Can someone join the trend to? I don't understand your question. Omega, if there is a candle trend, 2 candles are formed already. Yes, now like Euro JPY, look at this Euro JPY. Look at Euro JPY. Now, price is rejecting this support. Price is rejecting this support. Now this candle formed, now this other one formed. Then I was illustrating how we could have take a buy here to continue going up to this area. Because what? Because we are very sure that what price is going to come up to this area, because prices or these candles are trending right now. So this is your trade. This 10 pips is your trade if you feel like taking it. Now look at this now, guys, look at this. You see what I was saying about the candles? Now, if this candle should close green, this is totally telling you that what you can. If this candle should close green, I will take a buy, because this has already told us that what the buyers are more in charge than the sellers. Now, look at the idea. The sellers came into the market. See, they pushed the price down very, very long. they push the price down, but the buyers were able to come back and push the sellers, the buyers have over the sellers is much. You can see this will continue going up to this area 100%. I'm very sure this will continue going up. I'm very sure this will continue going up to this area, at least to this area. Yes, 100%. I'm very sure now, because now you are very sure that what, the buyers are in control now. The buyers are in control, no doubt. The buyers are in control. When you look at the 15 minutes, you see the 15 minutes too, showing us that the buyers are in control. Now, if the buyers are in control, then you want to be taking buys when the buyers are in control. You want to be taking sells when the sellers are in control. You want to be taking buys. So the candlestick will tell you that will tell you about who is in charge right now. Wait for this candle to close. Don't be in an hurry to take any trade. If this candle should close green, we are taking a buy. If it's closed red with big body, we are taking a sell. Because anyone that dominates now, because now you can see what this candle is doing. They are fighting for position. Both the buyers and sellers are fighting for who is going to take charge. So now what the sellers needs to do to take charge is just to close with a big body. What the buyers need to take charge is just to close with just to close green. It's just for this candle to close green. Are you getting the difference? Now that is the two things about this thing. Now this candle is just like a determinant. It's the one that will determine where next this price is going to move to. Because this candle, it shows that what, the buyers and the sellers are already debating on who is taking charge. Who is taking charge of Euro JPY for the next 1 hour. Yes, the week on this candle has broken the candle 10, but if you go to the 1 hour, it has not broken the trend on the 1 hour. See, that is multi-time frame analysis. Now, on the 30 minutes, it has broken the trend on 30 minutes, but it has not broken the trend on the 1 hour. Because the trend on the 1 hour is just starting. Can you see? That is multi-time frame. So this will continue going up 100%. And do you see that multi-level analysis? Now, on the 30 minutes, the candle broke the trend. 15 minutes, it broke the trend. But the 30 minutes, but the 1 hour trend is just starting. So that is the higher time frame versus the lower time frame. That is what we mean by the higher time frame. Because I told you that from the time frame that the confirmation on the higher time frame is higher than the confirmation on the lower time frame. Is higher than the confirmation on the lower time frame. Now, if you look at the 4 hours, see the 4 hours, the last 4 hours candle closed bearish. That's a red candle, showing us that what the power that the power that okay, let me interpret everything for you. Okay, from these 4 hours, let me tell you what these candles are saying on these 4 hours. Now, on these 4 hours, we have this resistance. Now, this is how I interpret my charts. On these 4 hours, we have this resistance. Now, on the 4 hours, when we have a resistance, we know what happened from resistance, price sell. But now, on the overall structure, price is still bullish. Okay, but we have a resistance here, so we have to respect that. Then price is doing what? Price is selling. Okay, fine. Price is selling. Now, the previous 4 hour candle, which is this, was red. And not ordinary red candle. A very strong red candle. Don't forget that. Not just an ordinary candle, but a very strong red candle. Now, but this red candle has come to this support area. And what happened at support? What happened at support is what? We buy. This candle has tried to reach this support area, and it does that, and it has done that already, and started rejecting this support area. What happened from support? We buy. Okay. On the 4 hours now, on the 4 hours, the previous 4 hour candle is telling us that what? The sellers have more power. Now, the present 4 hours that is still playing around is just playing around on the 4 hours. So, based on these 4 hours, previous 4 hours, the bears are in charge. Just put that back over, man. The previous 4 hours telling us the bears are in charge. Okay, fine. Don't forget that. Now, looking at the 1 hour time frame. Okay, fine. We had a support here. Price broke that support. We have this very strong red candle. Then we have this very weak red candle. Okay, fine. Then we have this very strong green candle. Okay, fine. Immediately we have this very strong green candle. This candle it's also bullish engulfing. So we have a zone here. I'm coming. We have a zone here on the 1 hour. This is my mouse. We have a zone here on the 1 hour. Very clean. We have a zone here on the 1 hour. Now, if you have a support here on the 1 hour, what happened from support? We buy. But don't forget, the previous 4 hours was what? Was bearish. The previous 2 hours was bearish. Okay, don't forget that. But now, if this is a support, we are buying from support. Where are we buying to? We are buying to this next resistance. So even if you are looking to take any buy, your buy must not be past this area. Right now, your buy must not pass this area. So let me say, in case I'm taking any buy, this is my target. Fine. On the 30 minutes, it's very clean. Okay, let me adjust. On the 30 minutes, we started an uptrend on 30 minutes. Now, this present candle come down to break the uptrend structure. Now, immediately broke the uptrend structure. You are sure your idea of taking a buy is not intact again, because this candle has broke what? The uptrend structure. But now you cannot take a sell. Why? Because on the 30 minutes, all the candles are still green. And all these candles are still green. You can see green, all these candles are still green. So you cannot take a buy, you cannot take a sell right now. Now, this present candle that is forming is now a decision candle. In what sense? This present candle shows us that what? There are still sellers in the market. In the sense that there were enough bearish pressure to push this candle to break the structure of the previous trend. So this candle is telling us that what? Our sellers are still in the market, to sellers are still in this market. Okay, fine. So now we have to wait for these candles to close for us to decide anything. Are you getting me? We have to wait for these candles to close for us to decide anything, if we are buying or selling. Because if this candle should close green, definitely we are buying to this area. But if this candle should close red with a big body, definitely we are selling back to this area. But if this candle should close red with small body, definitely we are not doing anything. Because for us to take sell, we need a very strong red candle. But for us to take buys, we need just this candle to close green. Now, are you getting the idea? Because if this candle should close green, it's telling us that what? The buyers have more power than the sellers. But if this candle should close red with small body, it's not still showing us that what? The sellers have more power than the buyers, because the sellers in this case, they have already showed their power, which they are not able to maintain. See, they move all the way like 15 pips, but the buyers push them away back to minus pips, back to the bullish zone. They push them back to the bullish zone. So right now, the buyers on this trade is that the buyers still have more power than the sellers. So the buyers are still pushing price up to this zone. They still have more power to push price to this. So when we now get to this zone, we will now start talking about if the seller will not take charge. But now the buyers will push price from here to this area. If this candle should close green, this price is going to come to this area 100%. If this should close green, price is coming here 100%. If this should close green, this present candle, we have 8 minutes for it to close. If it close green, we are coming to this area. We are coming to this zone 100%. That is the ability of multi-level, multi-time frame analysis. Because now when you look at the 1 hour, the time frame of the 1 hour is still active. It's still active. Nothing do 1 hour. The structure, everything is still active. That okay, we can still buy to this area on the 1 hour. But the reason why I cannot enter this trade is because the stop loss will be wide now. Even if you want to enter, the stop loss is wider. Okay, it's not even wide though, but it's late to enter the trade though. It's not wide. It's just 11 pips. I thought it's more than 11 pips. It's more. It's not. It's just 11 pips safe. So it's not wide like that. It's not wide like I thought. So it's not even wide like I thought. So, but this is late to enter now because it's late entry now. But it's very certain now that this is going to come here 100%. That is the story the candlestick will tell you. That's the story the candlestick tells you every time. I understand. But do you have it weak on the current candle? Okay. Now I understand. Okay. Now I understand. So that is the people are still joining at this time. Okay. So that is the ability of That is the higher time frame versus the lower time frame. Remember this, the confirmation. So you can see this will continue going up. It will continue going up to this area. Then when we get here, we'll now start talking about, okay, there's a resistance here. Should the sellers want to sell only, or the buyers are still in charge? You have to first wait for price to get here first. Now you see the first trade idea I dropped, we lost it. Though our buyers was still correct, but we still lost it. Do you see that thing will happen to you a lot in the market? It's nothing, it's not a year, it's not anything. It's just the market behavior. So after that, this candle now turned green. If it has been a live account, immediately this candle turned green. At that time, that was when I would take a buy, and I would have made back my loss at that time. So, but now don't take, this is not meant to take any. This will come here 100%. I'm very sure that this will it might now come here and come down immediately. That's what the market JBJPY might do. If it's JBJPY, it might come here, then come down immediately. Yes, I trust it. It might come here and come down immediately. So that is that. Then let's look at something else. Let's look at my voice is going already, so I don't want to. Okay. Now I want to try a stimulator. But the stimulator didn't work. When I was trying it didn't work. So the simulator, what it does is that it will take us back in time. It will be like just that we are just entering the market, so we'll be able to share, to put everything we've talked about into action for a while now. But the simulator did not work. Yes, I've been trying it. He even asked me to pay money, but I'm not even ready to pay any money. Like, I think it's paid. Yes, the one I have is free, but it's not working very well. The one I saw that was working was paid, so I just had to let it go. So I will, if we are getting a stimulator, it will have been cool, because that stimulator will show us. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. This is what I'm going to do. I told you I trade 11:30 every day, so I'll be going back in the charts. I'll be going back. Let's say I'll go back to November. November. No, I'll go back to June. So June will be too far. No, June is too far. Let me see which month I can go back to that is not too far. Let me see what month I can go back to that is not too far. So that we can start looking at it at 11:30 every day. This is November. So this is what we are going to do. I was there this day. I cannot forget this day. November. I cannot forget that momentum that day. That was the day I made 1-4. That day. This crazy day. I cannot forget. No, it's not this one. I can't hear you. Make it sell. You know, right now, the way I'm seeing it right now, it's not be sell right now. If you did inside sell right now, I don't think say sell sure, because when I was looking at the daily time frame now, where is even itself? Let me see. Price, there's probably that price is going to come to 141,800 to 141,800, because if it can break the high here, once it pass 141,350, it's going to go to 141,800. Once it pass 141,350, it's going to go to 141,800, because that's the next bus stop. The way I'm looking at GJ, once it passes 141,350, it's going to come to 141,800. So in case you did sell, come out. It's better losing $10 than losing $500. And GJ, it's crazy. But the momentum is still not there yet. It's still not there. So let me go back to whether July 2020. Okay, I'm in July 2020 now. Yes. So guys, so this is what we are going to be doing now. So I'll be going to someone drop this. Pause communicating. Okay. What if to buy to that resistance, we have to wait. Maybe it's still gonna buy or sell. No, once you get to this resistance now, assuming now, let's say, see that, see TP has already been itself. It has hit the TP now. It has hit the TP now. Now price has gotten to this resistance. Now that's why I said, as a scalper, see, there's nothing like minor zones and or major zone for a scalper. Once a price gets to a resistance for you as a scalper, you first have to pause. Even if you are expecting it to come to this area, this place, you have to secure profit here first. Pay resistance kankan ṣe fojú di o. As a scalper, you know, no resistance must that you can fojú di. You cannot fojú di any resistance. You understand? So you cannot overlook any resistance. So all resistance count for you as a scalper. Now this is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is the 30 minutes time frame. So price has hit our buy target. Now you have to what? Wait. You have to wait that this candle will close in 30 seconds. So once this candle close, you want to see what will happen now. If you are going to break above here to continue buying, or we are going to reject here to start selling back. Because when you look at this whole structure, it looks like a bear market. And don't forget, the previous 4 hours is what? Is still red. See, the previous few hours was red and a very strong red candle. So this might just be it forming a lower high to continue forming a lower low. Don't forget that higher time frame versus lower time frame. We have a strong red candle. That's why you know candlestick. You know this candle on the 4 hours is very strong. And when you see a very strong red candle on the 4 hours, no be joke. You are not going to be messing around with that strong red candle. You have to what? You have to be sure that the bullish pressure are truly coming in. Now, if the previous 4 hours was a very strong red candle, then there is high probability that this 30 minutes is just a retracement for price to form a resistance here and start coming down. That's what you want to be looking for now. That okay, anything will won't happen. I know they take trade now. I want to see what is going to happen at this resistance. This will now be your main focus. This will be what we will be looking at now. Because if this is going to be a sell, you will have more profit than if it's going to be a buy. Because this sell is going to be sweet for you. Because we have this area is the area where you can just take sales and enjoy your profit. No, you won't forget this week. Don't forget this week. This region, there is still war there. There is war in this region. There is war in this region. So this kind of weeks are like war weeks. When price get there, price will see that there is war there. Price too might want to fight some enemies. Enemies might be waiting. You know, this is where the buyers kill the sellers. The sellers and the buyers might still be waiting when price come back here. That they still want to fight around there, so you have to be careful around there. But doesn't mean if price should form a resistance here, there's a probability you might take a sell. I was trying to explain something. Okay, I said okay now. So this is what we are going to do. I'll be going to this is June 2020. I'll be going to 11 a.m. of every day. I'll be looking for opportunity to take a trade that we will have take a trade. So let's see. This is July 28th. This is 1 p.m. Okay, this is rough. This is not good. I'm coming. Okay, let's start from 11. Okay, now this is 11 a.m. on July 30. This is month 10. Let's start from the beginning of the month. Month 10 are born to be slow. So, okay. I think the first week start August 3. So this is August 3. So let's go to 11 a.m. Okay, this is 11 a.m. on August 3. This is 10, this is 11. Okay, this is 11. Let's say I enter this chart on August 3. Though I cannot see the higher time frame, so we just have to take it like that. I cannot see the higher time frame. So, but now it won't be interesting. No, it won't be interesting. If I cannot see the higher time frame, what I want to explain will not be cool. It's the simulator that will work. I will see if I can pay for the simulator, and we'll have another webinar for the simulator. That the simulator, what the simulator does is that it takes us to a live chart. It will be able to go back and act like we are in that day. It will cancel all the chart and bring that chart, what happened on that day, and be playing it for us like we are trading live. So it will be easy for us to talk about everything we've talked about. You understand? So this is rejecting this zone already. But you can't just enter or say it's going to sell. There's nothing like it's going to sell. you have to make sure this candle close red before you take any decision. So let's see if it's going to close red. I think the simulator will be the best option. So FOREX. So I think about the risk management part, I had a video on risk management already, and I've talked about the 4 things to make sure you are not over risking. For you to not be over risking as a trader, you have to stop over trading and over risking. These 2 peak of risk management is over risking and over trading. And for you to stop over trading, I think I mentioned some stuff for you to stop over trading. You have to make sure you know the market session you are trading. Just take one market session. Don't be coming to the chart in the London session. Don't come in the year. Trading, while you are trading, is for freedom of time. You have to be able to manage your time. Me, I only trade 11:30 to 3 p.m. and I'm done. After that, I don't even look at chart. I just do trainings, go to cinema, play game, and do anything I want to do. You understand? Because once you come to the chart at a particular time every day, it improve your knowledge. Like your professionalism will increase. The way you'll be sounding on that pair will be very, very different. You'll be able to say different things on that pair. Like you'll be acting like you own the pair. You understand? Because you will have been used to it. Yesterday when it does do something, you are there. Today when it does something, you are there. Tomorrow when it does as well, you are there. So every time when that currency pair does something, you are always there. You are always there. So 141 350, once it gets above 141 350, the design probability is going to come to 142, 141 800. Yeah, 141 800. It's very high probability. That's like 30 pips or so. So the design probability is going to come there. So I think so. Any question? I think that's all. I think that's all for now. So any question, just let me attend to questions. Question. Whether you have any questions, because I'm tired already. I won't lie. So any questions? Just drop any question or anything you want me to talk about that I have not mentioned that you feel like I should have talked about. So any question? Oh yeah, any question? What time frame is my entry? I take entry based on 30 minutes, 1 hour. How to take partial profit? Now, taking partial profit is somehow like, let's look at this trade now. Now look at this trade now. I believe, okay, there's a resistance here. Now let's say I'm in a buy. Okay, no. Let's go to okay, let's go to 15 minutes. Okay, now let's say I enter this buy based on 15 minutes. Yes, please off your microphone. Okay, please off your microphone. Okay. So no, let's say I enter this based on 15 minutes. Let's say I entered based on the 15 minutes. Let's say my target was that price is going to come here. Then my stop loss is here. Okay, fine. Now let's say I entered here and I was like, price is going to come. Now immediately this candle show red candle. You are looking for price to buy and price starts showing red candle and you are in profit. This is what I would do. This is what I would do. Immediately this candle starts showing red candle, I'll move my stop loss to my entry. That's the first thing I'll do. And if I've seen that, okay, my target was 10 pips and I've made 6 pips, I will close half of that 6 pip. If I was using 0.50 loss size, I will reduce my stop loss. I will close 0.25 in profit and leave 0.25 when my stop loss is at entry. That way, no matter what even happen, I know I'm taking a profit out of this trade. So while you are waiting for price to get to your main target, you are also trying to secure profit, so that in case of this one, like the way it happened here now, that this one just come and stop us out, or just try this, that just come inside this kind of crazy drawdown, you will not be scared again. You will not be scared that this thing might end up making me lose again. So taking partial profit is just when you feel like, okay, there is a resistance close to my take profit, or before we get to my take profit, and I don't feel comfortable waiting for price to get to that resistance, but I believe that price will get to that resistance. You will have to take some partial profit from that trade. In that instance, you have already secured a profit from that. No matter what happens on this trade, I'm in profit. Now let me show you an instance where you can take partial profit too. Okay, no, this one is a smooth move. This is a smooth move. This is a smooth move. Okay, look at this now. Yeah, look at this instance. Now, this is very easy. This is one of my craziest setup. Yeah, price broke out from a resistance, created a support, and price started trending up. Now, let's say I enter this trade from here. Let's say I enter this trade here. My stop loss will be here. Then let's say my first take profit is here. Let's say I was targeting here. Now, immediately this price started moving and get to this first resistance here, this area. This is where I will take my first partial profit. I will close any percent I want to close in profit, because I believe that price can get here and do what? And reject. Why I'm waiting for price to reach my total TP, I will have to close here because of what? There's a resistance. So what I was just trying to say, that when you are taking partial profit, it has to be like there's an hindrance at where your TP is. There's something that you are scared of at where your TP is, that you'll be like, I'm not sure if price will be able to break from this area and go up there, or I'm very scared that this thing must affect price, that you are not certain that price is going to get to that your TP very, very fast, or even if it's going to get there, it's going to be slow to get there. You want to make sure you are keeping some profit for yourself out of the profit in the whole trade. You are keeping some profit that, okay, even if the worst now happen, I'm not going to end this trade in a loss. Wasn't in your last class, and please can you recap on how to select? No, I cannot recap. I cannot recap. Do you strongly advise multiple entries on a single trade? You cannot have multiple entries on a single trade now. How will you have multiple entries? Okay, multiple entries. Okay, multiple entries on a single trade. That's up to you now. Your risk might depend. But if you want to have multiple legacy, there's something that is called skating or skirting. I forgot. Is it skating or skirting? What that stuff means is you instead of, let's say you've calculated your let's say you've seen the loss size you calculated your risk, and you feel like you are risking $100 and your loss size is 1.0. Let's just say your value loss is one loss size. Now, when you first place the trade, you won't use the whole one loss size. You can use like 0.30. When it started moving in profit, then you can start adding the remaining loss size to balance it 1.0. Now, this is because once you enter the trade, if you start going in drawdowns, you won't lose much. That's just it. But it's all the same trade. That's one thing I would advise. You want to use multiple entry. You want to use multiple entry, and your first entry must make sure that all your multiple entry must not surpass your risk level. Must not surpass your calculated risk. If you have calculated you are risking $100 on this trade, all your multiple entries must not pass that $100. And if you have one position, taking partial profit is easy now. Just close to your MT4, then click on close and reduce your loss size to the loss size you want to close. If you are using 0.05, click on close, then put 0.25 there. You will close 0.25 and it will remain 0.25. That's just it now. Just go to your MT4. Once you are in a trade, in profit, you want to, even if you are in loss, you can close partial loss. Just go to your trade. Whenever you have a trade running, click on close, or when you want to click on close, it will bring the loss size, then edit the loss size to the loss size you want to close. That's just it. Closing partial profit is easy now. Just go to your MT4 when you have a running trade. Someone says K Jerusalem. What's special about that? Okay, K Jerusalem. Okay. So closing a partial profit is very, very easy. Just go to MT4 when you have a running trade. When you have a running trade, just click on close and reduce your loss size to the one you want to close. Close the loss, input the loss size you want to close. Full name, engine number, address. Mr. Awade Olumide, are you